Healing when the system was bigger than you. There comes a moment in many estranged parents' healing journey. A quiet, reflective realization that can feel both painful and strangely relieving. It is the moment you begin to understand that what you were fighting was never just a person. It was a system, a web of dynamics, roles, perceptions, influences, silences, narratives, and systems are far bigger than any one individual inside them. For a long time, many parents carry a deeply personal interpretation of estrangement. I should have handled things better. I should have said something differently. I should have been stronger, calmer, wiser. The mind relentlessly searches for the mistake that explains the magnitude of the loss, because believing there was a single fixable error feels safer than accepting something much harder. That you may have been navigating forces larger than your individual power. Family systems are powerful emotional ecosystems. They are shaped by history, personality, unresolved wounds, attachment patterns, conflict styles, unspoken loyalties, and once certain dynamics become established, they begin sustaining themselves, often without conscious awareness from anyone involved. In high conflict or alienation-tinged systems, patterns can emerge that no single person fully controls. Narratives reinforce narratives. Silence reinforces distortion. Alignment reinforces perception. Distance reinforces belief, until the system begins operating almost automatically. Parents often look back and wonder, how did everything become so entrenched? How did the story become so fixed? How did I lose so much ground? But systems do not shift easily, especially when they are stabilized by multiple participants. Emotional alliances, conflict avoidance, fear of disruption, psychological survival adaptations. Perhaps one of the most painful burdens parents carry is the belief that they were supposed to overcome it all alone. To out-communicate distortion, to outlast influence, to outmaneuver dynamics involving multiple adults, histories, and emotional loyalties. But no single parent, no matter how loving or strong, can fully control a complex relational system. This realization can initially feel devastating because it confronts us with something deeply uncomfortable. Limits of influence, limits of persuasion, limits of protection, limits of control. Yet, paradoxically, it is often this very realization that opens the door to genuine healing, because healing cannot fully begin while the parent remains trapped in the belief, if I had just done one thing differently, none of this would have happened. That belief keeps grief tangled in self-blame, keeps pain fused with imagined responsibility, keeps the nervous system locked in rumination. But when understanding shifts toward, I was inside a system shaped by many forces, something begins to soften, not the sadness, not the longing, but the crushing weight of personal defect. Parents may slowly begin releasing thoughts like, I failed, I wasn't enough, I should have been able to fix this, and replacing them with something more truthful, more compassionate, more stabilizing. I was navigating something profoundly complex. I was responding with the tools I had. I was not the sole architect of this outcome. This shift does not erase grief, but it changes the emotional texture of grief, from shame to sorrow, from self-condemnation to self-compassion. Systems often involve dynamics like a passive parent, an influential partner, a child adapting for survival, narratives repeated, conflicts avoided, perceptions reinforced, and once embedded, these patterns can become extraordinarily resistant to change. Recognizing this truth is not about surrendering to bitterness. It is about surrendering to reality. Reality that says, some battles were never winnable by force of love alone. Some outcomes were shaped by dynamics beyond your reach. Some losses were not proof of inadequacy. but reflections of complexity. Healing requires a painful but liberating step, releasing the illusion of total control. Because as long as a parent believes, "I could have prevented all of this," they remain psychologically chained to the past. But when the belief softens into, "I could influence but not control," space begins to open, space for breathing, for stabilizing, for reclaiming identity outside the system that fractured. Parents may begin asking different questions. Not, "How did I fail?" but, "How do I heal? How do I rebuild? How do I live with dignity inside what I cannot change?" Because healing is not about rewriting history. It is about reclaiming yourself from it. Sometimes the deepest pain comes not only from estrangement, but from the relentless belief that you were supposed to be powerful enough to prevent the entire storm, but you were never meant to control every current. In a sea of multiple minds, emotions, histories, and influences, you were one human being inside a system far bigger than you. And recognizing that truth is not weakness, it is the beginning of peace. Because compassion for your limitations does not diminish your love, it honors your humanity. And healing often begins the moment a parent gently says, "This system was bigger than me, and I am allowed to stop carrying all of it alone." If this reflects your experience, if you've carried the exhausting belief that you alone should have been able to prevent everything, please know you are not alone in that burden. If this video brought comfort or clarity, you're welcome to like and subscribe to Depth of the Quiet. You can listen quietly whenever your thoughts feel heavy, and return anytime you need a calm, steady voice. If you feel safe sharing, you're always welcome to leave a comment below. No pressure, just support. At your pace, you are always welcome here.